Some of you guys may know that we have other businesses, not just YouTube on our farm here. All this stuff that you see in this workshop here, this is Sarah's workshop. We refer to it as the koala, the Windella koala. And it's where she makes all the soap. It's where she makes all the beard products. Some of you guys have even bought the beard products, so I'll link it down the bottom if you are interested. She's always on to me about, you need to do more social media for Buck and Beard. Buck and Beard is the beard products that she makes and we sell. And doing what I do here on the channel, I must admit I neglect the social media for Buck and Beard. So I thought I'm going to get some photos of the Buck and Beard products, the beard oils in particular. And I'm going to show you my mental process that I go through to get these photos done and show you a product that was sent to me which has, look at that, what on earth is that? This here has been a game changer for this type of photography. I don't know why I didn't get one before. And the product that we're shooting is this here. This is a beard oil that my wife makes. And how am I going to photograph this so that it looks, well, so it looks cool. This here, it's a fog machine. It's a fog/smoke machine. It does a few different things. In this configuration that I've got it going on here right now, it is a fog machine. This here is a remote. This is all from Tellison. Tellison make this bad boy. I'll link it down the bottom. This here is a remote. You can use it while it's plugged in here, where we can pop it out, and you can configure this. So this is sitting in one location. You turn them both on, and you push that button there, and smoke and fog will come out, depending on how you've configured this. So you don't have to be holding on to this. I just find that for this type of photography, it's just easier. Even when you've got this out, you can just push and hold this button here. It'll turn it on. Little LED will come on. There it is. There you go. Some fog coming out of that. So that's essentially how it works. You can configure it differently, and we configure it with the remote. And on the remote, once you turn it on with the power button here, you can move around through different configurations. At the moment, it's free. You can turn the fan and the amount of smoke on as you see fit. We push this, and it'll cycle through the different modes. So we're going to go up, once I highlight it up here on the free, we're going to go up and down. There's dry ice. It'll give you more smoke, but less fan. Go down. There's fog. It's going to go full noise with both of them. Here's some steam, lots of fan, a little bit of smoke, and back at free. So you can do quite a bit with this, not just from this configuration here, but also with the attachments that come with it. But we can take this off, and you can see how much it's pushing out there if I get in front of it there. But we can take this off, little different sizes of this here straw. You can configure it to however you want it to be. It also has this blade that comes with it, and you can push it in there, and it will push the smoke out across that blade in a wide varying arc. On top of that, we can put this little foam attachment over the blade so it comes out more even. So it's this fog, this bit of foam here and the bit of foam on the other one lends itself really well to the fog and the dry ice mode on this. So what we'll do, let's turn that off. When you buy this, you get it in a carry case. Inside the carry case, you get the machine, and you get a container of the oil. Here it is here. This here is the fluid that you need to top this up. It lives in there, the machine lives in there. You've got a USB cable here to charge it, an instruction manual. Really, it's not rocket science to use this. It's a pretty easy tool to use. When doing this type of photography, I'm looking for a base, I'm looking for a backdrop, and I'm looking for some, let's call it nerdy detail, some little like things that add to the photo, don't take away from the photo, but they lend themselves well to the subject that's being done. These here are the molds that Sarah uses to make soap. And I think if I stacked a few of these on top, it's going to give enough texture on the background. I think that'll work. Now to replace or top up, if you like, the fog liquid, you take the top off. There's a little rubber grommet here, just peel that back. It opens up a hole just there. And we get the fog liquid and fill her up. And you can see through here just how full it actually is. Once it's full, it's good to go. Now that's done, I think what we need to do is build on this, and I think we'll add some botanicals, some like dried flowers and things like that along the base, and that will give the fog some more things to cling to. I think it'll add to it. We'll try it. Yeah, I think everyone does coffee beans and that sort of thing, and it's kind of been done to death. Lucky enough in here we've got all these different botanicals that Sarah uses on different soaps that she makes. I think these will add to it a bit. These are jasmine flowers here. They smell pretty bloody good. And I've also got here, what else we got? Rose petals, of all things, so very manly. And I'll throw a few of these in here. I got these ones mainly because they contrasted a bit. And I'll put a few more down the front here because I think adding more at the front when we get down at a lower level will add a little bit to a leading line, if you like. I think that'll probably do. We'll give it a go. I think once we put the phone down here, invert the phone so it's nice and low, we'll get some fog and put some just in the middle here. Let it build. When it's on the fog mode, it'll stay nice and low. You just got to be slow to get this out of there. You don't want to disturb too much. We'll get a photo. Hoping it would do, but if you look on the front of that photo, there's not much fog around the front pedals there. So I think we've got all the components to the photo that I want. We just need to redistribute that fog a little bit so it covers in front of the bottles as well. I think this is going to be pretty bloody good. I think that looks all right, but I look at that and I go, there's just stuff missing. It's not quite right. The background isn't quite right. It's the product. This is where you've got to start using a little bit of storytelling to tell the story of the product that you're taking the photo of. And in the case of these products, these are beard oils. This is like the whole range, if you like. These here are foxhound beard oils and hawkeye beard oil, sheldrake, and that one down there is Ironside. And you may think, well, what does that matter? They're all actually army call signs. When we started this business, Sarah asked, how do we want to name these things? And I said, well, they're four blokes. It's a veteran-owned business. I want to call them call signs, like radio call signs that I used to use in the army. And this one that we're using here is the foxhound one. This is the infantry one. This is my background. So I'm thinking we need to add military elements into this just to elevate it that bit more. So I've went and got my box of knickknacks and we'll see what we can find in there to add to this. This here's my old beret. I wonder if it actually fits anymore. I haven't worn this in 20 years, I reckon. At least 20 years since I've worn that. How's that look? Wow, still fits my big melon head. This here is the Shamag. This is what I was actually hoping for. Yeah, this will work well as a backdrop. It's my grandfather's, mine, different metals, patches. How's that? That's me back in the army days. And wow, just old hat. Lots of photos here, obviously. It's my old hat badge, RSL badge. Yeah, there's a few things here we can definitely use. So first things first, we'll get this background sorted out. This is a Shamag. You'd wear this around your neck, around your head. There's 101 ways that you can use this thing. We'll bring it down onto the ground. I don't want it to be all very formal, like all nice and straight. Keep it all a little bit crooked. Bring it a little bit out. Might even put that one. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work well. And now we'll put some other things in the foreground here. Put this coin maybe there. And put this old badge right here, because this badge is actually the infantry badge, Royal Australian Regiment badge. And put these back in. Now, in theory, this should be reasonably blurry. We're going to do it in portrait mode. These should blur out a bit, but this is going to add color to it. This coin will add color to it. This will add meaning to it. And this is the actual one that we want in focus. Let's try and take a photo first, then we'll add some fog to it. I think that photo looks bloody good. Gonna add a little bit of fog to this now. We'll keep it down low. Maybe put some through. Oh, this might work really well. My voice took a bit of it away there. So if we come closer, you'll see this is the sort of, oh, that's really good. If I'm going to turn that, yeah, that's going to work well. All right, let's get a few photos of that. I'm so glad I did that. That looks so much better. Having that fog around, the badges in the front, the medals in the back, it all adds to the story of this particular product. And I think that's what you need to look for as you're doing product photography. And this fog machine is absolutely a game changer when you're doing this sort of photography. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a gimmick, to be honest, but it's bloody good. There you have it. There's some product photography with this smoke/fog machine. I think if you're doing this sort of stuff, if you're a social media person for your company, you have your own business, you want to photograph products, I've got to tell you, this is going to elevate it quite a bit. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Catch you later.